Welcome to S&S Publications. This is Saidulu, Physics faculty. Today we are going to discuss about the physics subject in General Studies part. Yes, first topic, mechanics. In this chapter, we will going to discuss some important concepts like this. We know in our daily life we are observing simple pendulum, Newton's apple story we know. Yes, work, power, impulse concept, work and energy, force, displacement, different types of energies, and heliocentric theory. So many concepts are the we know. So now, what are the main concepts in this mechanics? We will discuss that.
రెండు తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాలలో కాంపిటేటివ్ రంగంలో #1 యాప్ S&S పబ్లికేషన్స్. యాప్ ని ఎలా డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోవాలి అనుకుంటున్నారా? అయితే వెంటనే గూగుల్ ప్లే స్టోర్ లో S&S పబ్లికేషన్ అని టైప్ చేసి యాప్ ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. మీ ఉద్యోగ సాధనలో మీకు తోడుగా మీ S&S పబ్లికేషన్స్.
Mechanics, it is very close to the objects. It explains about the force, different types of physical quantities, distance, displacement, etc. Before discuss about that words, mechanics, it has two branches. Mechanics, it is mainly classified into two types. They are, one is kinematics. It has the two branches. They are, one is kinematics, second one is dynamics. Kinematics and another one is dynamics. What are the differences in between these two? Kinematics and dynamics differences. See, kinematics, it explains about the kinematical equations of an object. Kinematical equations of an object without considered the force. How it is moved. It doesn't explain the motion of the object, but only it explains about the kinematical equations of the object. Kinematical equations. It explains only kinematical equations. Here we will not discuss about the force. It does not explain the reasons to move the object. It is the previous examination question. Which of the following branch of physics only explain the kinematical equations without consider the force? So which one is the option? Kinematics is the correct option for that question. Which of the following explains the kinematical equations or equations of the object without consider the force? Which one? Kinematics. But dynamics, it explains about the motion of the object including of the external forces. It explains about the motion of the object including of the external forces which are acting on the object. It is also explains about the acting forces on the object. That is the difference. That means it explains the object motion by the forces, but it explains the only equations of the object without consider the force. That is the main difference, right? So the study of motion of the object is said to be, the study of motion of an object is said to be dynamics. The study of motion of an object is said to be what we call dynamics. Previous examination question, direct question. The study of motion of an object is called as option A dynamics, option B kinematics, option C mechanics, option D none of the above given. So among these three, which one is the closest one? Which one is related to this word? That is dynamics. The combination of these two is called mechanics right now. Now, first of all, we will going to discuss about the kinematics. In mechanics, first one is part 1. There are two parts in this. Part 1 is kinematics. In kinematics, we will discuss the different types of physical quantities like scalar quantities, vector quantities. Kinematics. Yes. What is the main purpose of this kinematics? It explains about the kinematical equations. Right. In these basic words are scalar quantity, which is called scalar quantity. See, what is the length in between the 2 points on the surface of the earth or in the room? How to say? Yes, very simple. That is, length in between the 2 points expressed in usually in meters. Maybe either 1 meter, 2 meter, 10 meter, whatever it is. This length is from A to B and B to A also same. From A to B and B to A also same, isn't it? Length or distance only same. Length between 2 points is 10 meter, but is it from A to B or B to A? How to say? Yes, it only express about the length between the 2 points. In this, there is no clarification how the object moves. Is it moves from A to B or B to A? We can't say, but only length only expressed here. So the physical quantity which is express the magnitude or quantity of the physical quantity, that is said to be scalar quantity. One more example. See, for example, mass of the object is 5 kilograms. Mass of the object how much? 5 kg. It doesn't express the direction. East direction, north direction, south, west. There is no direction, but only it gives the quantity of the object. Next one. A person moves from A to B like this. A to B. In this, direction also mentioned. So the physical quantity which has the direction, that is said to be vector quantity. Vector quantity. Yes. So scalar quantity, it expresses the only quantity or magnitude of the object. Quantity or magnitude magnitude or quantity or value is said to be scalar quantity. Vector quantity, it has both magnitude and also direction. So the physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction, that is said to be vector quantity. The physical quantity which has only magnitude or quantity, that is said to be scalar quantity. See, for example, distance in between Hyderabad to Vizag approximately 1000 kilometers, let us suppose 1000 km. Now the person distance between the Hyderabad to Vizag is 1000 kilometers, so it represents the scalar quantity. A person traveling from Vizag to Hyderabad, how it is mentioned? In a particular direction. ఎక్కడి నుండి ఎక్కడికి వెళుతూ ఉన్నాడు, ఈజ్ ట్రావెలింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ one point to another point. So person traveling in between Hyderabad, between the two places of Hyderabad and Vizag, person traveling in between the two places of Vizag and Hyderabad, the distance is 1000 kilometers. That is belongs to scalar quantity. A person traveling from Hyderabad to Vizag or Vizag to Hyderabad, when he mentioned the direction from to contains, that indicates the vector quantity. ఎక్కడి నుండి హైదరాబాద్ టు వైజాగ్ జర్నీ చేయాల్సిన పరిస్థితి ఉంది, ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య తిరుగుతూ ఉన్నాడు, హైదరాబాద్ వైజాగ్ల మధ్య తిరుగుతూ ఉన్నాడు, అంటే హైదరాబాద్ టు వైజాగ్ పోవచ్చు, వైజాగ్ నుంచి హైదరాబాద్ రావచ్చు. కానీ వ్యక్తి హైదరాబాదు నుండి వైజాగ్కు ఈజ్ ట్రావెలింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ particular point to another point. If we mention the 2 points, that is said to be what we call vector quantity. Just you have to remember this difference only, that is the direction. Is it clear? See, now that this is the main difference between scalar quantity and vector quantity. Examples for these physical quantities. Scalar quantity example. Scalar quantity. Example for the scalar quantity: distance, speed, work, energy, power, mass, temperature, etc. These are the scalar quantities. Distance, speed, work, energy, power, mass, temperatures, these are the examples for scalar quantity. Vector quantities, vector quantity, now only discussed, that is it has both, what are they? Magnitude and direction. It has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction. Here it has only magnitude, right? See examples. Example: displacement, velocity, momentum, force, acceleration, etc. These are the some examples for vector quantity. Vector quantity examples: displacement, velocity, momentum, force, acceleration. These are all having the particular direction. See, displacement. What is the meaning of displacement? object change the position from one point to another, that is said to be displacement. Velocity, it depends on the displacement, so it is also vector quantity. Acceleration, it depends on the velocity. How? Rate of change of displacement is called velocity. Rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Product of mass and velocity, momentum. Product of mass, we will discuss one by one, we will discuss. Force, product of mass and acceleration. So that is why these are completely depends on the direction, but these do not depends on the direction. Is it clear? Now going to discuss about the one by one, which is called distance, which is called displacement. What are the main differences in between the distance and displacement? Let us see relation in between distance and displacement. Example number 1. It is a one circle. Center of the circle is O. Center of the circle is O. Radius of the circle is R. Initial position of the circle is A. Initial position of the circle is A. See, if an object completes one revolution along this circular path, if it completes one circular path, in this, what is the distance of that object? What about the displacement of the object? Distance of the object. What is the displacement of the object? See, distance means total length traveled by the object. Total length traveled by the object. But displacement, this already we know. Displacement means displace. So change in the place or position is called as displacement. Change in the position of the body, or shortest length in between the shortest length, or change in the position. Change in the position. Change in the position. Shortest length or change in the position, which is equal to, let us see, distance, total length. So total length means it is traveling along the circular path, that is why, which is equal to circumference of the circle. What is the circumference of the circle? 2 pi r. Circumference of the circle is equal to 2 pi r. Displacement. Displacement means shortest length or change in the position. What about the initial position of the object at A? What about the final position of the object at A? So what about the change of the object? Change in the position. What about the change of the position? No change its position. No change in the position. Initial position and final position remains same. That is why displacement of the body is 0. Displacement of the body is equal to 0 because no change. If it has the change, that represents the displacement. Without change the position, initial and final positions are same. That is why no change in the position. That is why displacement 0, but distance is 2 pi r. That is the difference in between the distance and displacement. Now going to discuss about second example. Example 2. If object moves from A to B, object moves from A to B. See, object is moving in the direction of the A to B. A to B. It is moving from A to B. Another path is there. In another path, it is moving from A to B. So this is the first path, this is the second path. Second path, it is represents the distance, because of already we know that is total length travelled by the object. Total length travelled by the object. What is its total length? Yes, total length. It represents it is the direction of the second one. But it is the shortest length. Shortest length A to B, it represents the displacement. That is why where one indicates displacement. One indicates displacement, but second one, it represents the distance. Examiner will ask the question giving like this. It is a one diagram given. In this, which one? First one, second one. There are two paths are there. In this, first path and second paths represents, or first way or second way represents. First and second both are represents the distance. First and second both are represents the displacement. Third one, first one represents distance, second one represents displacement. Fourth option, first one represents displacement but second one represents distance. That is the correct option. Second one is the distance, first one represents the displacement. This is the difference in between distance and displacement. Take one more example here. If object is thrown vertically upwards, how it is thrown? Vertically upwards. When it is thrown vertically upwards, it reaches from A to B and then it comes from B to A. A to B and later it comes B to A in the same direction. In this, what about the distance of the object? What about the displacement of the object? What about distance and what about displacement? Distance means total length travelled by the object from where? A to B. Total length travelled by the object. It travels from A to B and then later B to A. So H plus H is equal to how much? 2H. Displacement is 0. Because what is the initial position of the object before thrown vertically upwards? A. After it reaches maximum height, then it will once again comes and reach the same position. So initial position, final position, both are same. That means no change in the position. No change in the position, it represents the zero displacement. What is that? Zero displacement. This is the another example. Take one more example here. Example 4. See, object travels from, there are two ways. One is A to B in direct path and another one is B to A. This is the first one, this is the second path. First path, second path. First path or first way, it represents the displacement. First one represents the displacement. Second one represents the distance. Second one represents the distance because total length travelled by the object is said to be distance. Shortest length in between the 2 points is said to be displacement. See one more example here. we have the only one direction from A to B. A to B we have the only one way or one path. In this, what is the distance, what is the displacement? Here distance is equal to AB. Distance is AB, but displacement also same. Displacement also same. So distance is equal to displacement. Here distance is equal to displacement. Distance is equal to displacement. See, in these four examples, first one, see, 2 pi r is greater than 0. 2 pi r is greater than 0. That means distance is greater than displacement. Okay, this is the first example. From the first example, relation between distance and displacement is what is that? Distance is greater than displacement. Okay, second one, distance in between the distance in second example is distance is equal to total circumference of the circle is equal to 2 pi r, but here it covers the half of the circle, semicircle. So 2 pi r by 2, that means pi r only, pi r. But here displacement is r plus r is equal to 2r. We know pi value 22 by 7 r 3.14. 3.14 into r. Here 2r. 3.14 r is greater than 2r. That is why here also same. That is, conclusion is, distance is in second example also, distance is greater than displacement. Distance is greater than displacement. Case 3. Distance is equal to how much? H plus h 2h. Displacement 0. Here also same. Distance is greater than displacement. Case 4. This is the distance. This is the displacement. See, distance is in this also greater than displacement. But in case 5, distance is equal to displacement. Among these five statements, distance greater than displacement. In fourth one also distance greater than displacement. Second one also distance is greater than displacement. First one also distance is greater than displacement, but except case 5. So from this we concluded that important one. This is the important one. Repeated question in previous examinations. Expected question also. Which of the following statements are the correct one? Which of the following statements are correct? Option A. Distance is greater than displacement. It satisfies the 4 cases. Fourth one, third one, second one, and first one also satisfy. But case 5, it does not satisfy the case 5. It satisfies up to 4 cases, but fourth one it doesn't satisfy. Let us see. So it's not a correct one. Come to the conclusion. Case option B. Displacement is less than distance. Distance is less than displacement. We know it's wrong. Distance is greater than displacement, not less than. Next, option C. Displacement greater than or equal to distance. Displacement is equal to distance, okay. It satisfies the case 5, but greater than. It does not satisfy the remaining 4 or 1 to 4 cases. So it is also wrong. Case option D. Distance is greater than or equal to displacement. Yes. Distance greater than displacement. It satisfies the 4 cases. Equal to displacement satisfy the case 5. So it satisfies the 5 cases. That is why our option D. Our option is D. This is the correct one. Okay. These are the differences, and to know the differences between the distance and also displacement. These are the main differences in between the distance and displacement terms. Next one is how to measure the distance. Distance travelled by the vehicle measured with. How to measure the distance travelled by the vehicle. Distance travelled by the vehicle measured with the. See, in the vehicle we have the 2 devices or 2 gauges, 2 instruments are there. In this, one device it represents the or it contains the arrow mark. It contains the arrow mark. But another one it has the some horizontal values like this. Horizontal values. What is the name of this device? What is the name of this device? So right now see, the name of the device is speedometer. Speedometer. The name of this device is odometer. Odometer. Speedometer, it is used to measure the speed of the vehicle. Speedometer, it is used to measure the speed of the vehicle. Speed of the vehicle measured with speedometer. Distance travelled by the vehicle measured with odometer. Odometer. Distance measure చేయడానికి ఓడోమీటర్ యూజ్ చేస్తాము. స్పీడోమీటర్ను స్పీడ్ను మెజర్ చేయడానికి యూజ్ చేస్తారు. అయితే పోలీసు వారు వెహికల్ ఓవర్ స్పీడ్తో వెళుతూ ఉన్న సమయంలో వారు ఏ స్పీడ్ ఆధారంగా ఫైన్ వేయడం జరుగుతుంది అన్నప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మనం చెప్పాల్సిన విషయం ఏంటంటే the vehicle which has the speed in the particular time period, that is said to be instantaneous speed. The fine is based on the instantaneous speed. In that particular period, vehicle having speed is said to be instantaneous speed. Vehicle which has the speed in a particular time period, in the particular interval of time period, that is said to be instantaneous speed. As for this instantaneous speed, they will give the what we call some fine on the vehicle, right? So this instantaneous speed. Here one more thing, sometimes police officers check the drunk and drive candidates. How to check the drunk and drive candidates or drunk and drive vehicles who are driving in that period? For this, they are using the device. The name of the device is breathing analyzer. Breathing analyzer. They are using the breathing analyzer. This device helpful to identify the suspector who are having the alcohol in the body. For that, we have to use the breathing analyzer. Breathing analyzer containing chemical, important one. Breathing analyzer containing chemical K2Cr2O7. It is known as potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate, important one. See, how to give the fine? How to give the fine for this? By instantaneous speed. How to identify the drunk suspectors who are having the, or who are consumption, who are having the consumption of alcohol? Breathing analyzer. Breathing analyzer containing chemical is potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7. Right. Distance measured with odometer.